Hey guys, Nicole Cooper here, and I don't have copyright. What is it? I don't own the rights to this music, whatever they say when you turn on the thing with the radio. But hey guys, I wanted to hop on here really quickly and just say, listen, delay is not denial. Delay is not denial. You know, it's just amazing to me how life works out, where when you are in pursuit of making things happen, you have big visions, big goals, big ideas, big plans, and things don't go as planned. And as a matter of fact, it goes the complete opposite as planned. And you begin to see, it just seems like everything you were pursuing begins to totally deteriorate before your eyes. I just want to encourage y'all to let you know that God is always on the throne. I don't want to go into detail, but I will say this. You know, there are so many times where I thought that I was on my way to making things happen, right? And a detour would occur. Something would happen, and a detour would happen, and it would be so discouraging. You know, it's funny when you're going through challenging seasons. It feels like the end of the world, literally. You're like, oh my God, God, I was doing everything right. Why is this happening to me? Lord, what am I doing wrong? Why? But it's so funny because God will often be removing things out of your life that aren't going to be beneficial into the next season. It almost reminds me of offloading things, right? You're ridding yourself. If I can compare it to anything, it's almost like this whole Marie Kondo method, right? Where she comes into your house is chaotic, you have an overflowing of just way too much stuff, you've been hoarding things, and she comes into your house and she encourages you to purge, to detox, to get rid of stuff. And it's a painful process to let things go because you feel like I need them and I have to have them and I have great memories, and if I let this go, you know, I'll never be able to replace anything like this. But after you rid yourself of all that stuff, you make room for the life that you want, you make room for the life that you desire, you make room for opportunities to have the things that you really want. And that's what it's like when you're going through seasons where it seems like everything is being taken and ripped away from you. God, I've been there, right? I've been there where it just seems like nothing is coming together as planned. So I will just say this, you know, I'll speak to specific situations, because over the last couple of years, God has required for me to purge my life, let things go, downsize, release, sell, get rid of stuff. You know, I don't know if you guys have been following me, but if you haven't, a couple years ago we sold everything and we had the goal of traveling the world. That's what I thought we were gonna do. So I was like, yeah, sell everything. We're gonna get an RV, we're gonna travel the country, we're gonna do everything my heart desires, and then once we travel the country, we're gonna travel the world. We had these big goals and big plans to do all these things, and we ended up getting rid of everything. We moved from Texas to Florida, and it's like we got smacked in the face with life. Health issues and all kind of challenges between me and my husband. We both had major health challenges. My husband ended up in a hospital for 15 days. I ended up having to get different surgery. It's just all kind of stuff just started happening. And it was like, what in the world just happened to my life? And you know, with that, business turned upside down, money turned upside down, you know, all these things turned upside down. And it was like, Lord, I thought we was about to have the ride of our life and travel and see the world and have these amazing experiences. Why does it seem like everything that could happen is happening? And I just remember going through this season of stripping, like working so hard on launching my company and things not coming together, and just having to let my staff go and going through all these different processes, and realizing how much of a blessing it was. Like on the other side of that now, you realize, like, when you cut your overhead down, y'all, let me tell you something. If you're trying to build something in your life and you want to be able to completely commit to building that thing, be okay with letting some things go in this season, in the process. Because the more you release yourself from all this excess stuff that puts you in desperate positions, meaning that if you have all this overhead and all this overwhelm and all this stuff that keeps your attention elsewhere and not able to focus on the thing that you really want to do, what ends up happening is that you don't have the energy, the attention span, or the time to invest in what you need to invest in, all because you have the expenses, right? Yes, you want to make the money. Yes, you can get to the money. But sometimes, guys, we have too much of a burden on our lap of responsibility that's keeping us from moving forward. And so, as a result of us letting all those things go, what it did was, it allowed us to freely move where we needed to move without worrying about a bunch of stuff, right? Secondly, it reduced our overhead by so much. Like, I cannot tell y'all how much our overhead has been massively reduced, right? And then third, it gave us permission to focus on the things that really mattered and not the things that we had to do so that we can pay the bills. You understand what I'm saying? So even though I was making high levels of income, we still had high levels of overhead, and there was just this high level of stress that goes along with a lot of the things that I was doing because my attention was always being required in the things that I was doing. So I always had to be available and accessible. And now I'm in a season where I have the flexibility and the margin, and I also have the opportunity to invest in the right resources that I need without stressing about it, and things are coming together. But guys, I will tell you, it requires sacrifice. You will sacrifice something, and not sacrifice in a painful way, but it's just understanding the level of commitment you have to the thing that you're trying to accomplish. So anyway, I don't know who that's for, but delay is not denial, baby. Listen, when you got a vision you want to manifest in your life, God has a way of bringing that thing together for you, even in all the chaos. And I was listening to this guy this morning. I told you guys to go check him out. I love his podcast. He has a podcast he does every single day. His website is called Church for Entrepreneurs. I think his name is Amos. I need to know the man's name. I've been promoting him all day. But his website is Church for Entrepreneurs, and he is so good. Like, he has these punchy 10-minute podcasts. And another one that I listened to this morning was I listened to a bunch of them, but he talked about the fact that something about time. Your God will give you time. I can't remember what the title of it was, but you still have time, and God will give you enough time. And so he broke down different scriptures that God does not operate in time. He operates in eternity, and God can speed up time. He can freeze time. He can do whatever he wants to do to give you what you need to manifest what you desire. And what that meant to me was, listen, it's never too late to do what God has called you to do. And don't feel discouraged thinking that you missed out. We teach FOMO and the fear in the world of sales and all that stuff, but FOMO is not real. The fear of missing out, you won't miss out with God if you do what you're supposed to be doing. God will allow time to speed up and be able to provide for you what you need to get you where you need to go. So I don't care if you're 25, 55, 75. God has a way that he can make up in the time that you feel that you lost when you start operating and surrendering to doing the things that you know you need to be doing in this world before you leave. All right? Before you leave, there's a scripture that says, he that has begun a good work in me will continue it until the day and the coming of Christ. What that means is, until this world is over, baby, whatever he wanted to start in you, he will be able to complete it in you. You will complete your mission if you act on it, if you move forward in it. And so anyway, delay is not denial, y'all. Things will come together. And my favorite scripture is Romans 8:28. All things will work together for the good of those that love God and are called according to his will and purpose. Romans 8:28. All things will work together for the good of those who love God and are called according to his will and purpose. So what that means is, if you are trusting in God with all your heart, and you're saying, you know what, I'm trusting in you to get my life in order, every single thing that you have ever experienced will all work in your favor. Even the worst experiences, the most painful experiences, the most traumatic experiences, they will all come together and it will work in your favor. There's a song that says, sooner or later, it'll work in my favor. I'm not a singer, but that song, he's turning it around, I think, for you. I think that's what it's called. Sooner or later, it'll work in your favor. So anyway, guys, that's it. I got to go pick up my chickadees from school, and thought I'd share this with you guys because God is doing some amazing things in our lives, and just a lot of stuff that a year ago I was praying and begging God for. Like, God, please just, Lord, please just tell me what I need to do. Tell me why this is happening. Tell me how to bring it all together. Tell me where do I need to go? How can we get this to turn around? I used to be boohoo crying like, Lord, I don't understand. What is this? What is the season that you have me in? It makes no sense. And sooner or later, it'll work in your favor, and it is turning around right now. It's turning around. So that's all I want to share with y'all. That's all I want to share. Somebody said, oh my God, I just told my friend about God stopping time for Joshua. That's the scripture he referenced this morning. When Joshua was at war, and I can't remember the whole scripture, but I need to go and read it. He literally stopped time for Joshua to win the battle. And then there was another guy, was it Hezekiah or something like that? He was about to die. He was done. God was like, all right, your days are done. And he was like, no, I'm not finished yet. I need more time. And he prayed and asked God to give him more time. And God was like, all right, I'm going to give you 15 more years. He got 15 more years. How about that? God can do any and everything your heart desires when you surrender and say, Lord, I will trust you. Show me the way and I will trust you. So anywho, peeps, I hope this helps somebody, anybody, everybody. I hope it helps y'all. All right, so see y'all later. Pick up my chickadees. Bye-bye. Oh, thank you, Letitia. I'm going to go read it. He referenced it this morning. And I hadn't read, I probably read it. It's in Joshua what? You said Joshua 10? I'm going to go and read it. I love reading Bible stories. You learn so much. Look, I'd rather read them Bible stories and watch the news. Some of us are so committed to the news, but we refuse to read the Bible. Give me Bible stories all day, every day. Please don't give me the news. So anyway, Letitia, thank you. I'm going to look, remind me of where that scripture is, and I'm going to go and read it. Or I'll let it talk to me. Y'all know Siri will read the Bible. Not Siri, but Alexa will read the Bible to you. If you go to, you got those Amazon Echoes. I think Siri will read the Bible to me too. I'm going to see if Siri, it's my other phone. Look. Siri, read Joshua 10 from the Bible for me, please. Siri said there's nothing to read. Siri, go to thebible.com and read Joshua 10 to me. Let's see what she would do. It went to Bible.com. Let's see if Siri gonna read to me. You gonna read to me, Siri? Oh, it's pulling up. Let's see if it'll read Joshua 10. So anyway, I'm sitting in the line at school picking up my chickadees. So thanks, y'all. What scripture was that, Letitia? 10, 13, 14? Okay, cool. I'll look it up. All right, thanks, y'all. See you later. Delay is not denial. It'll all work together for your good. All right, see you later. Bye.